The Trump administration is brainstorming a plan to make having a baby great again. But the people who we spoke to today aren't too sure a $5,000 push present is enough to get more moms in the delivery room. It's been close to 2 weeks since Hurricane Helene blew through North Carolina, leaving behind the damage. Take a look at this. Homes destroyed, vehicles destroyed. This street sign has debris strung along it, and that is why FEMA and the U.S. Army are bringing the resources to the people. When you think about people experiencing homelessness, you might think of people on the streets of Uptown or somewhere in cars, but actually there's a population of people experiencing homelessness that rely on hotels, and not all hotels are created equal. Even at this late hour, we are still feeling that heat and humidity, and that's why Medic brings its mass casualty bus to scenes like this. Vendors will apply for a permit, pay a fee, and be assigned a spot to sell goods in the noted neighborhood. Residents are dealing with damage everywhere. Take a look at this ground, completely collapsed, sending debris into the creek. And look at this roof from this shed, just blown off. There's been a lot of talk about how to expand public transit options like this rail line behind me. And of course, it's no secret, all of those plans cost money. That's why local leaders have been trying to get this transportation tax on the ballot for decades. On the side of this mountain, you can see where it appears mud slid down, taking trees and parts of the ground with it. Officials say there are spots like this all across Watauga County. You can expect to see more drones zipping through the sky here in Charlotte. DoorDash drone delivery launched earlier today, and by midday, at least 50 customers had already used it. Thanks for joining us tonight for WCCB Charlotte News at 10. I'm Kaci Jones. You might remember 6 people were shot near College Street last Sunday. One of them died. A teenager has now been charged with murder, and police are making changes for safer streets. And if you're heading to Uptown to enjoy nightlife this weekend, you might notice some safety changes. They come nearly a week after a deadly mass shooting sent people dodging bullets. A 17-year-old is dead, and another 17-year-old is facing murder charges after a shooting at the annual Pageland Watermelon Festival. In a Facebook post, Central High School officials confirm a student was killed at a community event this weekend. That's right. We also heard him urge peace to the Middle East. He says if peace doesn't happen, things will get worse. He says there are a lot of targets left, and that the United States military will hit those targets with precision, skill, and speed. And Michael, I will start with you. You're a Democrat, so of course, what is your reaction to President Biden dropping out of the race and endorsing Vice President Harris for the top of the ticket? State officials tell me they've been receiving more complaints about these so-called veneer technicians. I sat down with a woman who fell into this trap. She thought she was paying for a course to certify her to become a veneer tech, but that's not even a real job.
And so come to find out, when it says certificate of completion, that really doesn't mean anything.
Andrea Joseph spent $2,500 on an 8-hour class in Atlanta to learn to be a veneer technician. Less than 6 months into her new investment, things took a turn.
Yep, nope, I'm good. I don't want no parts. So yeah, don't have to worry about me doing any veneers any longer.
A sheriff's deputy served her with this order from the North Carolina Board of Dental Examiners, telling her to stop unlicensed dentistry.
We're not like a police department out there patrolling, looking for problems, we kind of wait for them to come to us. But like I said, we've seen an uptick in the number of complaints that have been coming to us in this area.
Bobby White is the CEO of the North Carolina Board of Dental Examiners. He tells me it has served at least a dozen injunctions against people accused of practicing without a license within the last year and a half, a new dangerous trend.
We bring these actions not because we have any axe to grind, but because our duty is to protect the public.
White says the board does not issue fines. It orders the plaintiff to stop practicing.
This is all we want. If you'll stop doing this, then this whole thing, this legal process ends with your agreeing, consenting to stop the practice.
White says Joseph's situation is common, and there are people who sell the idea of veneer techs as legal and profit from it.
The folks that are doing this have been themselves sold a bill of goods. Somebody has told them, this is legal. You can buy the equipment from me. It's fine in North Carolina.
Joseph is relieved she won't face any fines. She already lost thousands of dollars for the cost of the class and equipment. On top of that, her own veneers are causing health problems.
So even though my smile looks very nice, I have gum bleeding. I'm still currently losing veneers. I have to like go get these fixed. Like I'm currently like going through that really bad right now.
As if the veneers weren't bad enough, the Board of Dental Examiners tells me they've also received complaints of unlicensed dentists installing braces. The board says if you're strapped for cash and you still need some dental work, they recommend that you go to a dental school where you can get affordable but safe care.